Hello, grumpy old fart here. I gotta say, I'm having a lot of fun with this new category of videos that I'm doing called Family Game Night. Um, I think families need to get together and bond over something. They need to be able to get together and have fun and talk. That's one of the things that's missing in our society, and one of the best ways to do that, in my opinion, is gaming. Not on a computer or on your phone or whatever. I'm talking real gaming, tabletop gaming. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a long time, and I have developed a lot of good friendships out of that. And a lot of my family plays, and it's so much fun. Okay. The name of this particular video is Why I Like Running Black Dragons in Underground Settings. And one of the things that the person who runs the game is called the Dungeon Master, and the Dungeon Master runs all the bad guys and everybody in the game who's not player characters, including the monsters. And in Dungeons and Dragons, it says it right in the name, dragons. There's going to be dragons in Dungeons and Dragons. That's what it is. And over the course of my gaming career, I've been playing for over 40 years, and I have killed a lot of dragons in my time in the game, and I've run a lot of dragons against player characters, PCs, and none of them, in my opinion, none of them stack up to a black dragon. For those of you who don't know, there are different colors of dragons in Dungeons and Dragons. Your standard red dragon breathes fire. Everybody knows about that one. A blue dragon spits a lightning bolt. Green dragons exhale poison gas. Chlorine gas, I think it is. And there's a bunch of different kinds of dragons. But beyond all that, my favorite one is the black dragon. Especially if you're in an underground setting. Black dragons are extremely devastating because they spit acid. Yeah, they're a breath weapon. They don't breathe fire, they spit acid. The way it works in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons is a dragon gets to breathe his breath weapon, whatever the breath weapon is, 3 times a day. And it does a lot of damage. Depending on how you run it, I think the book says it does damage equal to the hit points of the dragon. So if the dragon has 80 hit points, it's an 80 hit point breath weapon. So, in newer versions, they've changed it, but in AD&D, that's the way it worked. So, imagine the setting. There's a black dragon in an underground cavern, big underground temple, something. And a group of adventurers come in, and you got your big badass fighters. You got the wizard ready to cast some spells, and the thief are trying to get around back for the backstab, and the cleric ready to heal people. And 8 or 10 players, whatever. First thing the dragon does is use its breath weapon. First thing. Why? Because it's the most effective attack that dragon has. So this dragon spits acid, and dragons, by the way, are huge. So when it spits this acid, that's a lot of spit. Regardless of the group, how many there are, or whether they make their saving throws, it doesn't matter. Because, and by the way, in the game, a savings throw allows you to take half damage from whatever the attack is. You can get savings throws versus different magic spells and things like that. You have a savings throw versus breath weapons. Well, even if they make their save, they only take half damage. Well, if it's a decent sized dragon, it doesn't matter. But even if they do make their saving throw, acid pools. So you've got the dragon standing here, and it spits acid, and now there's a pool of acid. In order to physically attack that dragon, you have to go through the acid. You have to stand in the acid to attack the dragon. You see what I'm saying? It's not a healthy work environment. Any fighters that have to get up there with their weapons, their swords or axes or whatever, to hack on this dragon, they're going to have a hell of a time of it. Excuse me. Sorry, still fighting a cold. At any rate, the wizards, standing back casting spells, that's all well and good. The problem is the dragon has 2 more breath weapons. any archers back there with their bows and arrows, yeah, the dragon has 2 more breath weapons after that first one. In order to attack this dragon, they're standing in the acid, and every round that acid does damage. Every single round. So, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare attacking a black dragon in an underground setting. I've been playing D&D I've been running it since 1980. And I've killed more player characters underground with black dragons than with any other monster. They are just so completely devastating. I try not to run them unless I got a high level group of players who can take the first hit and run away, kind of thing, But sometimes you get those players that are just hard headed and we have to kill that dragon. So be it. Just to add more to the notches, You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.